Good morning. Today is Friday, May 24th, 2024. I'm sure you've heard when a person asks an Israeli, "How are we doing?" the response is essentially, in a word, good. In two words, not good. But the key is, both answers are true. I must tell you that I am quite frightened and worried about Israel on several levels, on the political level, on the military level, in certain aspects on the social level. But I choose today to focus on the one-word answer. So I want to share with you a true story. It happened a few months ago, and it is told by an American who had recently made Aliyah. So this happened just a few weeks after October 7th. The initial shock of the catastrophe was over, but of course, it was still terrible. But Israelis, as is their way, were trying to get to some type of normal life, even as missiles were being shot at. Missiles were coming from Gaza towards Tel Aviv and other areas. So he tells the following story. He says, yesterday, again, it's a few months ago, yesterday, there were hundreds of rockets fired at Israel. Remember those days in the first number of months. There are still rockets being fired, but the number is far less. So, but, now he's an Israeli, just made Aliyah, so he lives in Tel Aviv, so he goes to the beach. He goes to the beach in Tel Aviv, and he's at the beach, and he hears the sound of rockets, and he froze. But he watched the people around him going on like nothing had happened. And he says, at first, I wasn't even sure that it was a missile. But after he finished at the beach, he went to Ben Yehuda Street in Tel Aviv, and he went to a shakshukia. So you may know a shakshukia is a restaurant, a type of restaurant in Israel that primarily serves shakshuka. They have other things also, but they will be known for their shakshuka. Shakshuka is this Israeli dish that is a spicy tomato sauce. They're eggs that are cooked in the spicy tomato sauce. I happen to love it. So there are restaurants called shakshukia, restaurants that specialize in shakshuka. There are restaurants that specialize in hummus, all kinds of things in Israel. But he went to the shakshukia on Ben Yehuda in Tel Aviv, and he sat down for lunch. So this man is trying to be calm because everyone else was calm sitting in the restaurant. But he felt pretty unsettled. It was the first time in his life that he had been in a situation where someone was actively trying to kill him. So they served the lunch, and it was delicious. He took a few bites, and then there were more rockets. So he put his fork down, and he turned to Sharon, the man who owned the restaurant. And Sharon, the owner of the restaurant, was looking at his phone. So this American asks Sharon, "Are you getting alerts?" You know that Israelis have apps on their phone to alert them to rockets and missiles and sirens. So Sharon, the owner of the restaurant, said to him, yes, I'm looking at the app. And if there is a siren for our area, we will go to the stairway to be safe. Okay. So the man turned back to his bowl of shakshuka, but he changed his mind and he reached for his phone. And he was looking for information. He wanted some kind of control over a situation that he could not control. At least he wanted information to know what was going on. And then he says as follows. Sharon calmly walked over to my table, and he gently put his hand on my phone, and he said, "Please, put it down. Enjoy your lunch. I will make sure you are safe." And the man says, my heart exploded with a feeling of connection. And my nervous system exhaled. He realized I wasn't alone here eating my lunch. I was with others. Others who knew how to survive. Others who have navigated this life of doing full-on life even when your existence is being threatened. It's the Israeli way. So we kept eating. And we keep surviving. And we keep being there for others. That's the Israeli way. I'm Yisroel Chai. My friends, I wish you a beautiful day and a great Shabbos and a lovely and enjoyable Lag BaOmer coming up this Sunday. And I look forward to seeing you soon in person.